Hello and welcome to another Crazy Women Country live event. I'm Paula, and today we have the amazing Paige Rutledge with me again. How you doing?
Hi, Paula. I am so wonderful. How are you?
I am fantastic. And I'm so excited to have you back on the show, because we
I'm
always
so
have.
excited to be here. When you asked me again, I was like, of course. I always say to everybody, and it's funny because I've been on the show with you guys a couple times now, that all of my friends and family that watch, they're like, we love Crazy Women Country. I'm like, no, me too.
That's what we like to hear. That's awesome. And we love having you on. We love having you on.
Right? It's so great.
And especially the Mother's Day show. Now,
Oh my
I
God.
don't know if many people out there have watched the Mother's Day series. You should do, because we had such a blast. And Paige's mum is just, I don't know, they're twins.
We are. And it's funny, from the back, right now our hair is like kind of the same length and we're pretty much the exact same height. So from the back, people actually don't know who is who, and then they like call a name and the other person turns, or like, or I always get, oh my God, I thought you were your mom. And I'm like, I know. He loves it. I think it's great. I mean, I do too, but like, she loves it.
Well, that's okay, because you're, a few years younger than your mum, so it makes her feel like,
yay. Loves it. And it's so funny too, because like our personalities are pretty similar too. Like, I always think I'm pretty not outspoken in a bad way, but I'm like, I just love to talk and like, we'll be honest and like say what's on my mind. And then I listen to my mom and I'm like, why am I a mini you? I'm like, why? Everyone says it to their, just like your mom. I'm like, I know, but she's great. So I'm like, I'll take it as a compliment.
That's cool. Perfect. So what have you been doing? What have you been up to since, I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
It's been a few months. It was the end of 2020 we spoke first.
I think the last time that we were talking was when we were doing the week of the broken record.
Yes, the single release.
Right, the single release. So, oh my gosh, so much has happened since then. Obviously, just like probably every other artist, we've still been we just came out of lockdown, and Friday here in Ontario, we're finally open to like a phase 3. So I know, so exciting. So live music is now back. So I've had 2 shows so far, which has been really wonderful. The weather has just not been cooperative though. It's been raining and I've had like 3 shows canceled. I'm like, no, you can't keep doing this to me, Mother Nature. But they're there. Oh my God. And they're like, oh, it's a thunderstorm. You can't sing. And I'm like fair, but also like I waited months for this. But I've been busy writing and recording a new single that's going to come out this summer. So that part has been very time consuming and in the best way possible, because it kind of just happened really quick. We only wrote the song at the end of April, and it's just this really happy, like sunshine, hang out with your friends song. And we're like, this is what the world needs right now. So all of a sudden we're like, boom, we're going to put out another single, which is, again, is great and exciting. But when you're in that time crunch, it does happen super, super, super quick. And yeah. But I wouldn't change it. It's been great. So I've been busy. I've been spending my summer so far up north at the cottage, which is amazing, and been out on the boat and water skiing and just spending my time in the lake. And it's been great. And yeah, that's really what I've been up to.
She's been partying it up with the rest of the work. That's not fair. We need to swap jobs.
I know. I've been very fortunate. I will say that even like from the beginning of when COVID started, because I got to spend my time up here at the cottage, I'm like, I feel very fortunate about everything. I know not everybody has had that same experience. And, I've been trying my best to be productive. And I feel like because I'm up here in nature and like waking up and looking at a lake, and then on the other side, it's an open field, like it's very freeing and very like relaxing. And you just feel very at peace all the time. So personally, I find it's easier to be more creative and more productive when I don't feel the stress of the world around, as I'm sure anybody does. When you don't have that extra stress, it's just so easy to chill and write songs and records. And we've been recording up here at the cottage. We turned the cottage into a home studio. So I haven't even had to leave the cottage to record songs. So it's been great.
So anybody who doesn't know Paige, well, I think the first song, Tiki Bar,
Yes.
song. I lost you. No, you're back. Yes.
Oh,
so
yeah.
the place. Yes, that's where she's hanging out. So we're looking at having a huge party there once we're all free. I'm coming to Canada to see Tiki Bar.
Exactly. Once we're free and, you know, we can travel again safely and cross the oceans like we're going to have to. We can have a party at Tiki. And we got this like really cute new Tiki sign this year, like all about partying at Tiki. And I'm like, perfect. This is all for my little Tiki Fest that I'm going to hold when I can do that. And it will be great.
Awesome. And your Tiki song is going to be the theme song. So when you walk in, it's going to be playing. There you go.
Yeah. So it was so funny. Last night I was playing a show at a patio up here, and they have a Tiki bar at the show. And so I was like, you know, telling the story about Tiki and explaining the song, and all of the waitresses are walking around, and someone stops, and I can hear them from where I am. They're like, why do I know this song? And Take Me Back to Tiki is in rotation at their Tiki playlist, but the owner of the restaurant and the waitresses didn't even, like, they just added it not knowing it was my song. So they heard it and like, wait, you're the girl that sings this? And I was like, this is a cool moment.
That is awesome. That is fantastic.
I was like, wow, anybody, I've reached another Tiki bar, and that's all I need to do.
You're going to start touring Canada by Tiki bar to Tiki bar.
Exactly. The Take Me Back to Tiki tour.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was the first time this coming to my mouth, and I love that idea.
That is going to be the next tour. That's awesome.
Exactly.
I love it. I'm coming on that. I'm going to be a roadie. I'll carry your guitar for you or something. You know,
okay.
I'll get coffees or whatever.
We can have blender drinks and margaritas and just have a good time while singing some songs.
We'll party for 6 months and that'll be it. I am there. I need to de-stress. There we go.
Exactly.
That would be awesome. That would be so much fun. Could you imagine it? Oh, as long as your mum comes as well, because that would be even funnier.
She is for sure. And she has told, I think ever since I like decided I wanted to sing when I was little. And we've traveled. My brother plays hockey, so we're used to like kind of traveling for something. Like we've never done a whole bunch of traveling for vacations, but traveling for like hockey tournaments or whatever. So my mom has always called dibs. She's like, I call dibs on the tour. She's like, I am the one going with Paige. She's like, I call dibs.
Oh, that is so cool. I can just see me and your mum in the front row. Yeah, we'll be the embarrassing too with the big sign.
I love that. I would be so happy. I'll make you guys signs that you can hold up for me, and then she can take credit for it.
Yeah, I'm not very artistic, so if you guys are artistic, you can make it up. Like,
yeah, just hold it up with it.
That would be so cool. Seriously, I am there. I am there.
So excited. Now we just need this COVID thing to like get a little bit more under control, and we'll be good to go.
Yes. I've had my injections. I'm safe. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been jabbed. Seriously, they stabbed me.
Yes, I have got mine. I just got my second shot, I guess a couple weeks ago now. So as soon as that happened, I was like, I'm so happy. I'm like, I can hopefully travel soon. Hopefully, it's supposed to go to Nashville in September. So as long as that can still, I mean, yeah, we're still being planned, like, but it's gonna happen. And I'm like, this world just needs to stay in good, and then I'll be good.
Keep thinking positive thoughts.
Always think the positive thoughts.
Oh, that's so funny. We had our last interview in June. We got onto the conversation of your guitar, your pink guitar, the one you've bedazzled. Bedazzled. I didn't know how you come out with it. Yeah. The other artist was telling us about she bedazzles hats and sends them out to people and stuff. And we were saying, you need to check out Paige's guitar.
That makes me so happy. Oh my gosh. And I'll have to check out her hats. What? That's so cool. I want a bedazzled hat. Oh my God.
I have to, I'll share her Instagram account with you and you can talk to her.
Please. Absolutely.
She was very excited about your guitar. She was like, that is awesome.
I love it. That is my new. I think my guitar has become, and I'm not even upset about this, but it's like my little statement piece. And I'm like, this is it. here it is. And there's no way I'm not going to play it. I worked so hard on it, but I'm ready to do another one. That's what I'm going to do. I think after the summertime when it gets, well, probably in like October when things quiet down just a little bit around our Thanksgiving, hopefully. I'm going to start another guitar, but this time I want to do a black guitar and do black rhinestones on it because I just think that would look so cool. Yeah.
But every artist has something. I mean, you look at them. I mean, look at Casey Musgrave. She has some of the most crazy outfits of her and her band. Where you've got the guitar, you're going to be famous for the guitar.
I would not be sad if for the rest of my life I just played rhinestone guitars. Nothing actually would make me happier than just have a collection of rhinestone guitars.
There you go. We can start making a business of it. You can do like rhinestone flags and stuff. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. It's so funny too. Like a lot of the people I write with and just like people around kind of the Canadian country scene too have like messaged me and they're like, so how long did it take you again? I'm like, girl, go for it. But it took me a long time. But it's so worth it. So worth it to do the rhinestone guitar. Like, I'll make another one for you because I just like do it. Really, once I got into the process, it was kind of fun. I would put on TV in the background or put on music, and I just kind of once you get to work, it's not too bad. So I will totally do it again. Yeah.
It's the thought of starting it is like, oh god, but once you get into it, it's like exactly.
Looking at it, and it's like, where do I even start? And you're like, what do I do first? And then the tricky thing is too with the rhinestones, like lying them all down. What I found, it's kind of like a puzzle in itself because sometimes you end up with an odd spot where it's like you can't fit two, but one isn't enough, and you're like, how do I get around this? So it was a little bit of brain work, and I always did it really late at night, and I was like, I'm tapped out. I have no more mental energy to figure this puzzle out right now.
That is so funny. Does it change the sound of the guitar, or do you still everything's still the same?
Yeah, I haven't found that it has yet. The guitar that I did end up rhinestoning. So the reason I rhinestoned that one, and looking back, I realized I put a lot of money into it. So I was like, I don't know how I thought I wasn't ever going to play it again. But so the reason I picked that guitar is because the whole pickup inside of the guitar stopped working. Like there was some electronic issues inside the guitar. And I was like, well, I can't really play it live anymore because the sound wasn't coming through. And I was like, well, I might as well do something with the guitar. Like it's not just going to sit here. And that guitar, the one that I did was actually not my first guitar, but it was the first like expensive guitar that my dad actually bought me when I got really serious about learning how to play guitar. So I didn't want to get rid of it too because it's a little bit sentimental because I don't know, like I feel like as an artist, you have to keep your first like real guitar, right? So yeah, and the guitar was it was already scratched and there was a couple spots that like literally if you poked it, there was probably going to be a hole through the wood. So it was kind of already falling apart to begin with. And then when I got the pickup fixed, the guitar just was wonky anyways. And so far the sound hasn't changed for me, but I get that question a lot. So I'll be curious to know when I do a new guitar, if it does end up changing the sound of it, which I'm not sure if it will or not. But right now it hasn't changed. I haven't found that it's changed the sound on this guitar.
Perfect. I love that. That is awesome. That is awesome. See, we're spreading your name everywhere.
Thank you.
That is so cool. That is so cool. So, I know I said to you before the interview, you might have already answered these questions, but
I love
them again because I can't remember what we did in the Mother's Day shows because that was like months ago.
Maybe I'll have new answers. We'll see.
Yeah, you might have more crazier answers.
Maybe. Now that I've got to live a little bit more life again and actually go places, I'll have new answers.
Oh, that'd be so cool. Okay. So, what sitcom family would you be a member of?
Ooh, okay. So you did ask me this one, but I have a different answer because my mom isn't here. So I remember my mom and I said, well, she said Big Bang Theory, which is hilarious. But I said Gilmore Girls. I think that'd be super cute. But I am now watching Schitt's Creek and I'm obsessed. I want to be a member of the Rose family. I want to be in that with David and Alexis. So that's the deal. Oh my God. So funny.
I have to watch this. Quite a few people have mentioned it, and I'm like, I need to find this. Where is this playing? So I need to find where it's playing.
Right? So it's on. I know it's on like Canadian Netflix, and it's a Canadian show. And I remember watching. I don't remember what it was. I can't remember the name of. I'm really bad at award show names, except for if they're for music. But whatever the one is for the TV shows, is it that Emmys?
It could be.
No one quote me on that. I have no.
It's an award show.
The one about TV shows, and it cleaned up, and one was winning like every single award. And I was like, I have to watch this show because it's first of all Canadian and Eugene Levy, and I was like, come on. And then I got into it, and I was like, yeah, I get it. This is great. Really great show.
I have to watch it now. I have to. Okay, so I won't ask this. I'm going to ask this other question instead. If we had a look on your iPod or whatever holds your music, I said that to somebody and they laughed at me. iPod. I'm like, what else do you use?
I remember my first iPod. Oh my god! As soon as you said iPod, I'm like, iPods.
It's about this thick and about this big.
I remember. Oh my god! For a Christmas gift one year, I got like the very first generation of the iPod Touch, and I still have it somewhere in my room. And I'm sure if I pulled it out, that thing is a monster compared to what they're making now.
Crazy. Yeah. Because it went really, really tiny, didn't they? And then they went bigger, and then you've got
really big. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, now they look like a phone. They've got color screens and everything else. My first one, I think, had a black and white screen. It's like little squares. Yeah,
I love it.
That's so funny. What would be your guilty pleasure music? What would you have hidden in there that nobody else knows?
Oh, my guilty pleasure music. Honestly, still the High School Musical soundtracks that I love. Honestly, actually, maybe any of like those Disney, like those movies that I grew up with, like High School Musical and Camp Rock. Those soundtracks never get old. They're so good.
And Camp Rock, you've got Demi Lovato. I mean,
yeah. And like, who doesn't want to sing with the Jonas Brothers also?
I know, we go. It rocks. You don't watch it for the film, you watch it for the music because that
was
Brothers. I think we know Paige's obsession with Jonas Brothers.
Nick Jonas specifically. I've always loved Nick Jonas.
Okay. So if you're listening, Nick, we've got someone who will open for
you. We're listening together. I'm down.
That would be awesome. I would even come to a Jonas Brothers concert to see you and tour. So there you go. Okay. What is the weirdest, sweetest, craziest thing a fan has ever done for you?
That, I've had some really, really sweet moments, like just a whole bunch. Oh, you know what? I've never had any like weird, I get some like weird messages on social media. I'm not going to lie. And like some weird stuff. And you're like, I'm going to like smile through this. And I just always respond. I'm like, wow, thanks so much for like reaching out. But the sweetest thing that's ever probably happened is a couple weekends ago, I was playing, it was called Country Fest, and it was at this farm, and it was myself and a bunch of like fellow Canadian country. It was an all-female lineup, and one of the artists, Nicole Ray, has a song called All Woman, and all of us went up on stage and we sang it together. And as I was leaving the stage, this woman pulled me aside with her young daughters and just started crying to me about how beautiful that moment was to just like watch all of these women share like this message on stage that like as a girl you can do anything, and you can be all of these things, or like whatever you want to be. And she's crying and she's like, it's just really empowering to watch someone like you sing, and like we watched your set and we loved you and like inspire my daughters. And she almost had me in tears because the way she was speaking, you could tell it was just so passionate and so genuine that I was like, oh my God, this is why you do this. Like, this is why you get up on stage and you sing and you share your messages. And I literally almost cried because I was like, this is so beautiful. So that was a really recent, sweet moment. That I also, last night, this was kind of funny too. I was covering Tequila by Dan and Shay, and these guys kept ordering tequila shots, and we had it like timed up. And when I would sing Tequila, they would do a shot of tequila. And I was like, this is kind of sick. I'm not upset about this. Two very different stories.
That is awesome. So by the end of the song, they were like,
This is great. This is so great. But yeah, that moment where the woman pulled me aside to just say how inspired she was and for her daughters. And I was like, that is the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. So it's nice.
That's why people do music, isn't it? That's the compliment that you know, you can win any award. You know, it's an amazing thing to do, but to have someone come up to you and say how much you've touched them and how much you've helped them, that is the ultimate achievement. So that's awesome.
It's true. And like, I always feel like when I write songs or when I'm sitting there thinking about what I'm trying to say is I want my music to like reach somebody in that way. And if the song goes nowhere or does nothing, but if it's touched one person, then you've done your job. And I just think that's super important to remember.
Yeah, that's perfect. I love that. So cool. Okay. What is the best thing since sliced bread?
Okay. Last time I said technology and all of my friends made fun of me. I literally, like, it was you couldn't think of anything better. And I was like, actually, this is so rude. I don't have like an actual answer. There's so many things. So then I was like trying to think, because I think about this question quite often because of my mom and I was like, that's real cute. So, you know, I still go back and forth. I want to stick with my answer of just like technology in general of like, I don't know. I love watching movies and I don't know. Was there movies before sliced bread? Probably, but I don't know. Probably. I don't know. I'm going to stick with my answer of technology. All my friends are going to watch this and come at me later, and that's fine. They can keep their answer.
You know what you should do? You should get your friends to put a message on YouTube and tell us what they think the best thing is sliced bread. Come on, people. Tell us what is the best thing since sliced bread. If you do not agree with technology, tell us. We want to know.
Answer. Figure out your own answer.
What is your answer? We want to know.
I want their answer.
Yes, that's what we want. We want their answers. Okay. What's your favorite snack?
Popcorn, but with chocolate in the popcorn. So we either put like Smarties or M&Ms in it, and it seems so weird, but it's so good because you get the salty and then the sweet, and it's just like all mixed together. But I love popcorn to begin with, but adding like a little bit of extra chocolate to popcorn, I'm never upset about that. Or sometimes we drink chocolate.
Yeah. I think, I don't know if it's here or was it France, somewhere, you could buy chocolate popcorn in a packet. So it's normal popcorn, but it's covered in chocolate.
I need that. Yeah. We always do that for, I'm a huge Bachelor franchise lover. Like that is definitely my guilty pleasure in life is I never miss an episode of The Bachelor or Bachelorette or Bachelor in Paradise. I am hooked. Like to the point where it's probably like unhealthy, but it's fine. But we always do like chocolate covered popcorn and like chocolate covered strawberries. And those are anything to do with that night. It's my favorite snack. But I will never turn down popcorn ever. I love popcorn.
The way to Paige's heart is through popcorn.
Popcorn.
I love that. That's so cool. Okay. I know you've answered this one before, but I want to see if you get a different answer. Hypothetically, if I came to you with a dead body, you know a good place to hide it.
Yeah. I'm still sticking with the island out here at my cottage. Because it's like there's birds all over the island and like not like the cute birds. They're like the really creepy birds. Not even seagulls. I don't even know what they are. They're like some kind of like weird duck. I don't know. They're a weird duck. Apparently they're actually really bad for the island. Like they're killing it, which is really sad. So they all hang out there. So you could put the body there because everyone's afraid of those.
Eat it and do whatever they got to do.
They're like little vicious ducks. They're not cute.
Vicious ducks.
Vicious ducks. I don't like those ducks at all.
That's your next country song, The Vicious Duck.
Yeah, The Vicious Duck. That could be a country song, you know?
Oh, that'd be funny. You could have a great video as well, too, couldn't you?
Yeah.
That'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. This has been so much fun. So, tell us, what have you got planned for the rest of the year? What's going on?
So, like I said, another single coming out in August, as long as everything keeps going to plan. Everything just, you have to keep going with it. But definitely sometime, if not August, like early September, which is really exciting and not that far away again, which is kind of crazy. And then the rest of 2021 is just really set to, hopefully I have a ton more live shows coming up, which is awesome. I have at least 2 every single week from now until September. And then, like I said, oh my God, my year is so busy. I'm like laying it out of my head. I'm like, holy cow, how do I have enough time to fit all this? So then going to Nashville in September and spending the month there and just try to meet some people, play some shows, make some connections. And then the rest of 2021 is going to be spent just recording all of the new music for early 2022. So just kind of music, 24/7. And I'm not upset about that.
Oh, look, someone's got a comment on Vampire Ducks.
It's the ducks.
It's the ducks. Vampire Ducks.
It's true.
Oh, that is a great comment.
I can see that. That's hilarious.
I love that. Vampire Ducks.
That's so great.
That is so much fun. So, yeah, this has been a blast. We can have you on every week just for the fun and just for the laugh.
I love chatting and I love hanging out with you and Donna. And it's just so much fun. You guys just make everything. First of all, you're so supportive. I've told you guys that so many times, but the support does not go unnoticed is what I was trying to say. So I'm just thankful for you guys. And I just love this relationship that we built together. It's great.
We enjoy, we do everything we can. And, we have so much fun doing this. So it's definitely not work. Yeah. We just need to win the lottery and then we can just do this 24/7 and then that'd be sorted.
Exactly. I heard, what song was I listening to? And it was the new Jordan Davis and Luke Bryan song. And the lyric is something in the chorus where it's like, do what you love, but call it work. And I was like, that's so beautiful. Like you just get to do what you love every day. And that is your work. So and then it just becomes work, right? So I was like, that's so nice.
This is what we're going to do. We're going to get rich and then we're just going to sit here, interview you ladies and show the world how amazing you guys are.
I love that. I'm coming. When you tour the world, I'm totally coming with you.
That is so cool. We're going to have a major entourage. It's just going to be this all-female, tour. It'll be so cool.
I'm in for that. That's the fun stuff.
And loads of chocolate popcorn.
Yes, I'll bring all the snacks. I'll be ready. I'll bring the margaritas because I do love a good margarita. And I'll bring the popcorn.
That'd be so cool. Oh, fantastic. So everybody, make sure you follow Paige on all her social media accounts because she's amazing. Obviously, keep an eye out for the new single coming out.
Yes.
Great. And obviously check out all the old music because it's so cool. And do not forget to check out the guitar.
Guitar.
It's the best Bedazzled guitar ever.
Thank you. Well, now that I'm playing live shows again too, like posting all the pictures and the content, I'm like, this guitar's everywhere. It's never going away.
There's a guitar. That's what everyone's going to know. There's a guitar. Oh, sorted. So yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. This has been so much fun. Thank you, Paige, for joining us again.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No worries. Good luck with the new song. Yay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.